Out-of-body experience. This excellent photo was captured just seconds after a peacock passed the afterlife and had its soul leave its body. Well, that's what I was thinking anyway. What we can actually see is two peacocks, one normal and one albino, with the albino variant flying over the other in just the right way to give this out-of-body experience type scene. It's also amazing that an animal commonly known for its spectacular colours looks even more eye-catching in monochrome. Levels of sunset. This beautiful photograph was taken by photographer Gabriel Piena in Toronto, Ontario as part of his Balcony series of photographs. It was taken at just the right moment in the evening, giving that magical array of different colours that span all the way up the sky. Salar de Uyuni. Walking on water? Flying through the sky? Neither of those. What you're actually looking at is the world's largest salt flat at over 10,000 square kilometres. It is located in southwest Bolivia near the crest of the Andes mountain range, with an elevation of 3,656 metres above sea level. The large area, clear skies and exceptional flatness of the surface give Salar all the tools it needs to create this unbelievable mirrored effect. Mind-bending building tarp. This picture could easily be mistaken for a trippy piece of digital art, when in fact it is a photo of the Haussmannian building located on George V Avenue in Paris during its 2007 renovation. The building has been covered in a huge tarp designed to look like a distorted, otherworldly building has taken its place. Paris is known to always use the most amazing scaffolding covers so to not upset the city's aesthetic while building work is being done. Two cats in one. You may be thinking this picture is just two cats photoshopped together, but it's actually internet sensation Venus the cat. Venus has a rare chimera colouring whose face is half black and half tortoiseshell. While some veterinarians agree with her chimera classification, others believe she is simply a matter of luck and a very rare expression of mosaicism, which is the property of being composed of cells of two genetically different types. If you'd like to see and learn more, check out Venus's Facebook page, which boasts over 1.3 million followers. Yosemite Firefall. What's so special about this image, you ask? That's just lava pouring over the edge of a cliff, isn't it? Amazingly, this is not lava, but actually a ray of sunlight hitting Yosemite National Park's Horsetail Falls in just the right place. This effect only takes place for 1 to 2 weeks every February and happens when the sun sets at just the right angle to illuminate the waterfall in luminescent orange and red. House hole art. This photo looks like an optical illusion painted on the side of a house, but it's actually a 3D sculpture that goes all the way to the other side. Prior to demolition of 2 wooden houses in 2005, Houston-based artists Dan Havel and Dean Ruck decided to make the most of a doomed dwelling in a Montrose neighbourhood, transforming it into a short-lived but very memorable art installation called The Tunnel or Hole House. The wormhole goes through the house, and you can actually walk into it and get out into the back garden of the house. Man feeding swans in the snow. The Chinese concept of yin-yang is hard at work in this simple but sublimely composed photograph of a riverbank in Krakow, Poland. Polish photographer Marcin Rysiek spotted the contrast between the river and bank during several snowy walks across the city's Grunwaldzki Bridge and mentally composed the shot. It wasn't until a few weeks of patient waiting later, however, that this image presented itself. Amazingly, this photo isn't staged, but is the product of an idea and patience by the photographer. 1,000th of a second. You might think this is some sort of snowscape photo, perhaps where a giant iceberg has frozen over the top of a mountain. If you look closer, however, it's actually a picture of sea foam captured right before it envelops a small rock. Photos like this are incredibly hard to get, but photographer Jure Kelleher managed to do just that. Confusing perspective. No, those ships aren't floating in the air. The real reason that this photo looks so confusing is that this was taken very far away with a very long telephoto lens. Everything in the image is relatively close to each other compared to the distance to the camera, which makes the whole scene appear flat or compressed as it's usually called. It's a compressed perspective shot taken from a high vantage point, which is why you're not seeing the horizon, but the effect is mostly due to the perspective compression. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this.